Hey there, it's the Dirty Affiliate and Bill Williams, and I just been doing some work on my eBay storage section. So I figured I would give you guys an update so you could see what it looks like now. So here we are. This is the entrance to the Love, Joy, and all that. This is still this is gonna my prep area is what it's gonna be. Got some junk that still needs to come out of here. But this is what I got going on over on this side of the room. This is still a bunch of junk that needs to get gone. Have my cousin come over and pay him to move a bunch of appliances I got up here downstairs because they're hogging up a ton of space. My pile of boxes. There's one of the appliances. Another one of the appliances. And there's a little stereo thing. So this is my prep area. It will be my prep area. Now we're heading towards where I did all the changes. So we're heading into here. This is my storage. So I built these things. I cobbled together a bunch of shelves out of the scraps of wood. So I found that two-foot wide shelves work awesome for me. That's the ideal. Seems like size. And I just put up some shelves. I'm going to put another set of shelves here, I think, for whatever needs to go there. And I'm going to throw some in that corner here so I can put my hats on them so they'll have a shelves instead of sitting on this plastic trash can. And then that's my shirt section still. I haven't added those to my shelving. My wood was a little bit short, so I just kept it out from the wall a little bit. I actually put these shelves up so that I can take them down easily if I want to. And I set them at 16 inches high. But you can see I just screwed some boards. Over there at the other side I used just a single board. But over here I was out of the long pieces. So I used short pieces. And then I just cut some legs and screwed that piece of plywood to those blocks there. And now I can just pull them screws out of the blocks and that whole shelf will come off of there. And I can, when I'm ready to take this room apart and redo it, those will come right off the wall. But anyways, that's it. All right, well, I'll catch you guys next time. And I just did a week or two ago, I got my cousin over here and we got my eBay warehouse stuff going on. We got all that big, heavy appliances out of my home and out in the backyard and on Craigslist. All right, well, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough. Okay, you might remember this is where that refrigerator used to sit. This is my entryway. And so, coming on out through into here, this is my prep area. There used to be a dryer sitting right there. Still got a pile of junk that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. Got some tables. And I moved all my boxes into that corner. Moved that table out of here that was over there. And then we got rid of that stove. And then there was that old stereo. And I still got some junk piled up around in there. And I put in some shelves over here. This is like where I enter the room, and this is where I plan on putting all the stuff that I bring home. And I'm getting ready to list it, put it on my my spreadsheet and document that I own it. And then it'll be ready to be photographed once I do that. And there's the little desk. Used to be my kitchen. When my upstairs was a kitchen, had a kitchen in it. I screwed that to the wall. And then this closet over here turns out to hold a lot of boxes. And this is my like regional A and B and packing materials closet. I have some large flat rate and just regular priority boxes in this. So this closet holds a lot of boxes and packing material. Okay, now we're gonna come back over. Here's my eBay storage room. My wife didn't think my skateboard with all that junk was very safe. Okay, well, we're going in here now. This is I might already showed you all this. It's my junk section. It's my shoes section. Sure it's blurry today. And then there's my jackets. And then I reorganize this closet here, so all it has is my medium flat rate boxes in there. 2 kinds of flat rate, and then junk that I own. And that thing's on Craigslist. And there's my coach still. And there's my hallway to the window. There's a mirror, a broken mirror I'm trying to Craigslist. And then all my kitchen stuff is up on that top shelf. And then I got some other stuff. All my shirts right there. These grocery bags. These reusable grocery bags. They're pretty awesome for storing my shirts in. They're lightweight. And you can fit 20 shirts in a bag, depending on the shirt. And they're easy to maneuver, and you could stack them, lay them flat if you wanted. So those are pretty cool. These paper bags are pretty cool too, but I think you gotta wrap probably 2 strips of tape around them, because once it starts to tear, if it's even slightly overfilled, it's just gonna pour out all over the floor. So my hats, I threw this little shelf in here too, so I could have more hats sitting there. And then I got my eyewear in that box right there, my glasses and stuff. And then this is a section of the room I never show anybody. This was going to be a bathroom, but right now it's what I call a garage. This is my garage where I store everything. But anyways, this is coming along. This is actually usable now. I got lots of room out here I could do jumping jacks. So here I am outside of my room. Right here I threw up a cord. I attached it to the wall there, and it just hangs. And I plug it in right there over my sink. And now the cord doesn't hang on the floor. It just runs across the ceiling over there. And this is where I'm keeping stuff that's ready to be listed or needs to go downstairs to be cleaned. And this is it, man. I still have a huge pile right there in the middle of the room of junk that I still don't have a place for. That's why it was out here in the first place. And I got my table set up there. This is still a mess. I need to get some tubs, and I got junk here that needs to be put away, but I don't have anywhere to put it. I'm doing some yard sailing. I got a pair of Red Wings for $3.50. Over here in my closet, it's still part of my ceiling fell. Big hunk of my ceiling fell down into here. Now I got dirt and dust all over all of my packing stuff here. It's kind of annoying. And see my pile of junk. Stuff that I don't know what to do with. I got a bunch of boxes. I got like 32 large Home Depot boxes for free off Craigslist the other day. And then there was a bunch of other boxes too that were just free that I had to take with them. You know, Amazon, a couple Amazon boxes. Those frying pan boxes. And then I got a bunch of boxes at a garage sale too, that little stack there. So my box pile is getting unruly over here in the corner. It's kind of hogging up my doorway. And I went garage sailing, so I got a little bit of stuff here in the middle of my room. And a pile of stuff that needs photographed. I picked up another light because I needed a light. And I got my photographing area set up. I got that tall mirror yesterday. I'm going to lay it down below here probably. I would like to be able to have one in both spots where that little one is. Two of these, you know. Or I just have to move this one. But I got it set up so I can make these tables longer and wider. I got it set up so I got some boards over there that I can make a table lower to the floor. I'm going to show all about that in a different video. But what I've noticed so far is if you don't have a very good lighting system like mine, see I got one light and I'm using a daylight bulb, don't try to use a white background. Use a colored background like this that's not dark colored, and your background won't be so gray and your shadows won't be so obviously noticeable. And that's what I noticed, because when I got some nice white plastic that I finally took the time to clean up, and I tested it out, and when my one light, the white just has really dark shadows compared to like something like this board here. And this is just glueless laminate flooring. I got just a bunch of stuff that I had here. I don't even know if this stuff's expensive or not. It's like Pergo is one brand name, but these are just generic. And there's the longest ones that I have, which I think, depending on what you're selling, if you're selling anything like men's jeans or large men's winter jackets or coveralls, they're really long, and they're too long for the length of these boards, so I had to make it so that I could make a table that was like 7 feet long here. It goes all the way from the wall. I did some, but anyways, if your lighting isn't that great, white is a hard background. You have to have a lot of light to lighten it up. But if you're using something that's not so white, the shadows are a lot harder to notice. Let me throw something up here. See, that doesn't look too bad. Now you see the white. It doesn't look that bad, but it's definitely gray. Whereas the wood background is just wood colored. You can't really tell that it's not white, you know? So if you don't have a good lighting system, then white is a hard background to, it looks okay. It's nice and clean, but it's kind of gray. And every once in a while, bright white. So that's my tip. If you don't got a good light, don't use white. All right, well, I guess I could show you my, nothing's changed in here except it got fuller. I got 2 giant pieces of wood to send through the mail, and I got 2 lawnmower grass catchers. You know, because I've bought 2 lawnmowers in the last 4 years, and now I have 2 grass catchers that never been used. So I'm trying to sell them, and then the rest of this stuff is just my eBay stuff that hasn't really changed yet. Nothing's changed. But I do like those bags over there. I prefer them not to be paper, but they work well for storing my stuff. I'm ready to go through my prep room one more time. Okay, here we are. We're outside of my prep room. Got a bunch of stuff bagged up, needs to be listed now that it's all bagged. Means I photographed it. And we're gonna head on into here. I've been yard sailing, so I got a big pile of clothing right there. Got still junk everywhere. I got nice stacks of wood. There's my box corner. I converted that into my corner for boxes. And I made a thing up here so I could stack some of my flat boxes that are just too big and in the way. I needed room for them. So I cobbled together a shelf. I found a pretty sweet. I got this Pioneer stereo for free. It seems to work. It's just missing the little 6-disc changer for the CD part. Same place I got that stereo, I got that 2 of these mirrors, giant mirrors. So I got my photograph station set up pretty cool for now. Got a third light that I got in a cardboard tube. And then I still have an unruly pile of junk here in the middle of my room. I also had to fix my closet because the ceiling fell down in here. A big hunk of the ceiling fell out. So I went through and I tore all the rest of the plaster off of the ceiling up there. And I used some of my old Walla Waters, some eBay tape, and some paint stir-and sticks, and sealed the ceiling up there so I shouldn't have dirt falling all over all my piles of packing supplies. See, it's all clean again in here. And then, oh yeah, I had to fix my cobbled little table. I had a rickety shelf there that I was taking a big long piece of that off of there for that shelf I made for them boxes to sit on. I needed a leg because the boxes were too heavy. And when I took it off of there, I blew that little shelf here out, so I had to build a new one. This time it's not rickety. I knew that other one wasn't going to last, but this one's a lot better. Okay, well, nothing much has changed in here. Well, I reorganized a little bit, but essentially nothing. I still don't have enough tubs. Found a cool box right there that I was able to make fit. But, okay, well, I'll catch you next time around.